Hey guys, in this episode we're going to be looking at the Nikon Z7 as an event photography device. So I'm here in Salt Lake City running my product and design conference and doing a ton of shooting. And one of the key tools I've chosen for this workshop series that I'm shooting is the Nikon Z7. So the first thing I want to say is that as an event photography and videography shooter, this camera wasn't even on my radar. As many of you know, since I covered this in the video during the summer, that the Sony a7 III really is my hybrid photo and video camera of choice. But for stills alone, for portraiture, for kids, for street photography, all of that, we use Fuji as the system of choice. But for reasons I've already mentioned in previous video, it's not quite there yet for run and gun video and photo hybrid for fast-paced event or even family vacation settings. So that's when I reached for the a7 III. So why am I all of a sudden interested in the Nikon Z7? Well, to be totally honest, I wasn't interested at all until someone made a comment and mentioned something that I wasn't aware that it could do. And this is something that Lumix has done for a while, but it's the ability to capture still frames while shooting video. And that really sparked my interest. Of course, again, Lumix has done this for a while, but I never felt like the results were high enough quality of photos to really be usable in a professional setting. Really just captures a still frame of the video. Now, I can't tell the future, but if I'm a betting man, I'm gonna say that in some not too far distant future, video quality will be so high in mirrorless devices that individual frames will be usable by photographers. And as soon as a camera is capable of that, it's gonna be a game changer for several genres of photography. For instance, if you're a wedding photographer or videographer pulling double duty, you will potentially no longer need to decide whether you catch that first look with video or photo. You can get both at the same time. Or as a parent, you won't have to make that really difficult call of, do I shoot my 3-year-old blowing out the birthday cake candles with high quality stills or with beautiful 4K footage? But even as a street photographer, what if it was no longer a matter of pulling the trigger at the decisive moment, but instead tracking a subject so that later you can decide which frame was most decisive? Now, about now, some of you purists will have already started drafting up your scathing comments, because to many of you, the very idea of taking a frame of video and turning it into a photo, especially in street photography, is like the equivalent of doping during the Tour de France. Look, I get it. At best, it's like cheating. At worst, it's like a travesty of a sacred art form for many of you. And if you feel that way, Uncle Andrew is here for you. I understand. I'm not sure I don't feel some of that myself, but on the other hand, I tend to want to be at the front end of technology, and if a piece of gear can give me an edge in photography, well guys, I'm totally gonna take it. Others of you are drafting other comments of why it will never work. You'll cite things like shutter speed versus frame rates and reasons why simultaneous stills and videos aren't possible, or at least not a good idea. But what if a mirrorless camera could capture video and photo completely independent of one another, settings wise? I know it can't currently, but go with me here. What if? How would that change the industry? We can speculate and argue in the comments, but in the meantime, I want to talk about the Z7, and which is taking a step toward photo and video marriage by offering the beginning of that simultaneous video and stills experience. To be clear, I'm not suggesting we're there yet. The stills the Nikon is capable while shooting video is 8 megapixel JPEGs. I mean, you can see the difference in quality if I take a normal JPEG and compare it to a JPEG that I got while shooting the video. I mean, it's not there yet, and I kind of knew it would be, but I just wanted to try. I just wanted to see. So I did rent this device, took it out a little bit to see what it would do. So I didn't end up using this for video and stills simultaneously in this conference. However, there is one other feature that Nikon offers that no other camera manufacturer, in my opinion, can offer for event photographers, at least at the level that I need, and that is the capability of immediately sending photos that you take on this device in a compressed manner to a device, another device via Bluetooth, so that you can then post to social media a small compressed version that can immediately be sent out. Nikon does that so well with SnapBridge. Now, Sony, they have their, what is it, image, I forget what it's called. It doesn't work well. I tried it both on iPhone and Android, and the difficulty there was that you have to connect to Wi-Fi every single time It won't automatically, as you capture stills, send them directly to your device via Bluetooth, and Fuji's got a long way to go with their app as well. On my Google Pixel 2, coupled to this device with Bluetooth, as I shoot throughout the day, I don't even have to look at those photos, I don't even have to think about it. They go to my device, they upload to Nikon's imaging cloud or whatever, and my buddy who does social media, he can grab those and tweet them to his heart's content, and that's important for an event photographer like myself, where we rely on social media to kind of build up that hype. So in that regard, this is a really good device to use at an event. Now I understand that there's a lot of other reasons that make it, you know, not quite as cool as some of the other offerings right now. I still prefer the video on the X-T3 to just about anything else right now. I prefer the stills, the JPEG stills especially, that I can get again out of Fuji, because those immediately look good without any post-processing. I wish Nikon's JPEGs looked a little bit better, a little bit more like Fuji's. That's just personal opinion. But as a professional, you gotta choose the tool that's gonna get the job done. The D850 is probably a better overall camera still than the Z7, let's be honest. But I've enjoyed shooting with it at this event. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share. 2 features about the Z7 that I thought were interesting. Am I gonna buy this camera? Absolutely not, no way. The price point is not justifiable. But will I use it at future events for the SnapBridge? Yes, until Fuji or Sony gives something a little bit better as an alternative. Yeah, SnapBridge does the trick for me. So that's it for now, guys. Like always, remember, kindness before cameras. We'll talk to you again real soon.